Well, today we're going to be talking about time dilation. So, what is time dilation really? Now, first of all, Einstein. It's called Einstein's time dilation because he is the one who was the first one to help us to know this. One of the reasons it's called a genius. The reason he's a symbol of genius for most of us is because of the ideas that he came across, he stumbled upon at the turn of last century. Now, one of the ideas is time dilation. And according to him, which he was able to prove to us in the end, time is not what we think it is. You know, for a lot of people, they say time is time, it waits for no one. But he's saying no, that's not how to look at time. That time, what we measure to be time, or the time that we measure, depends on how we're moving. Now, when you are moving, time tends to tick slowly for you. And the reason for that is not because something is wrong with your watch, but that's just how things are. Now, a lot of us will be taken aback and say, oh, wait. If that is true, then why don't we see it in our daily experiences? Well, that's one of the questions I'm going to be exploring with you in this series of videos that I'll be uploading on this YouTube channel. So if you want to see, if you're very interested in it and you want to see more of it, you can try to subscribe to the YouTube channel and then maybe turn on the notification bell so that you get videos every single time I upload them. You get notifications, you see. So what he is saying here is that there is no absolute time for everyone. Now, the time you measure and the time I measure are completely different things. It only depends on how we are moving. And this has got nothing to do with the time differences as you move across the world from one part of the world to the other. For example, like in Lagos, it may be 1 a.m., but in, say, New York, it could be, if it is 12 a.m. in Lagos, it could be, let's say, 7 p.m. in New York. No. That's not what he's talking about. What he is talking about is actually the flow of time itself. The time tends to tick for you more slowly as you begin to move. You see, it's very strange. So, but these are some of the things we're going to be looking at. So, the first thing we're going to be looking at is, how did he come about this idea in the first place? And then 2, how did he know for sure that time for 2 different people can differ? And what is its philosophical implication of this on anything at all? And then one more thing we're going to be looking at is, why isn't it very obvious to us humans, everyday humans, that things are this way? Because for most of us, we've always thought that time is just time. It doesn't wait for anyone, and then it's just that static thing that it is. But he's saying no, because when he got a closer look at all these things, he found out that things operated differently. Now, come to think of it, imagine what we've always thought to be time, and then somebody coming up and telling us, no, it's not so. You can actually, it's not. As you begin to move, you can slow it down. The time that you will measure will be slower than maybe the time someone else can measure. So some of the things we're going to be looking into all these things in this series of videos. Now, the reason I'm making it into a series is because I want to break them into different parts. So the first part I'm going to be talking about is introduction. How exactly he started having doubts about what almost everyone have always thought time is. How is he having doubts about it? What he did to be able to unravel that mystery, and what implication all these things have for us, if any. See, so I'm going to break in all of that into different sections. Now, the reason I'm going to be doing that is because of the audience that I have in mind. And the audience is we Africans. You know, I think in Nigeria things are a bit easy, data somewhat affordable, but it's not the same all across the continent. You see, so there are some parts of the continent where data can be very, very expensive. Now, I understand it's not just books we have to look at, we have to learn. We also have to chat with friends, we have to download movies, download music to listen to. I mean, all of this spice up life, you know. But what I'm trying to do here is to make it in a way that, you know, once the video is shorter, you can listen to it. You can afford maybe like 10 MB, 20 MB from what you have to watch a part of it, and then next time you can watch the other part of it if you find it interesting. So this is what I'm going to be doing in this video. So if you like this, you get a notification every single time I upload another video. Thank you.